One thing I've been wanting to share with you guys is a couple baits that you've seen me fish in tournaments. I didn't really elaborate on the baits that I used a whole bunch, because a lot of times in tournaments, like when I'm doing fishing tip videos, it's easier to talk to you about what I'm using, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, where I got the baits from. But in particular, there's been 3 baits that I've got out of Mystery Tackle Box that probably saved the tournament year. So I fished all the Bassmaster Opens, and pretty solid season. Ended up like 17th in the points last year out of the combined division. And the first couple tournaments were rough. The first couple tournaments were pretty rough last year. Towards the end of the season, kind of started to get my act together, kind of got more focused on what I was doing. Had some really good tournaments. But the baits that I caught my fish on, got on my Mystery Tackle Box. There's 3 in particular. And I never had these baits, never used them. And the only reason that I used those baits, knew about them, caught fish on them, was because I got them in Mystery Tackle Box. Of course, because it's a tournament vlog, didn't really get to expand on that very much. But Mystery Tackle Box, dude, like I know you guys are so used to YouTubers always just trying to sell you, cram things down your throat. So I get it when I say, hey, this video is sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. Number one, they help me produce a lot of content. A lot of the stuff that I'm able to share with you guys is because Mystery Tackle Box helps me do that. They send me, i.e. the tackle to film the video with, or they send me the camera people, or they come up with the idea, a video idea, because maybe you guys have DM'd them and say, hey, I want to know how to use this, or I'm having issues with this in my fishing or whatever. So they've really helped me a lot, not by just giving me baits and stuff to use, but they've helped me by giving me ideas and sharing with me ideas, like problems that you guys are having with fishing on the lake. But I wanted to tell you about 3 baits that I used last year in tournaments that I used from getting them through Mystery Tackle Box. All right. So if you're not subscribed, you know, there's things that I get in Mystery Tackle Box that maybe I don't use, but there's been like a couple things that after I got them in Mystery Tackle Box, I went and bought more of them. Right? Because usually after you get, like if you get, I take for instance, I got this crankbait in this month's Mystery Tackle Box. Usually once you get it, you don't get it again, right? But now that I got it, say if I take this out and I catch a couple 4-pounders on it, I'm probably going to go shop Carl's and start looking for it to see where I can get it, right? So, yeah, I found a couple baits last year that helped me in tournaments. I was just going to kind of tell you about them so you would know, like, dude, like I'm not just trying to cram stuff down your throat, whatever. So maybe sometime, but not with Mystery Tackle Box. So one of them was at Lay Lake last year, the last tournament. If you go back on my vlogs, if you look at 2021 Bassmaster Opens, there was a tournament at Lay Lake. I think we called it the Last Dance. It was at Lay Lake. And I caught my fish on a little, I caught them on several different things. That was a tournament where I had one spot to fish that I really felt like I had a group of fish on it. But I caught them on this little crankbait from Live Target. I don't even know what it's called. It was a little chartreuse and green, like fire tiger color little crankbait that I caught my fish on. I'll try to insert a clip so you can see. It's a good one. That's the best one. That's the best one today. Yeah, that's a big one. It's a big spot. It's a big spot. It's a big spot. He's pretty good. Yeah, that's a big spot. That's a big spot. That is a big old spot right there. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big cord right there. That tournament, I caught that 3-pound fish, 3.5 pound spotted bass. Without that spotted bass, like I don't catch a chick. The jerk bait that I was throwing in that tournament, Oh God. Oh God. Oh. Oh, he's a big one. He is a big one. He's so good. That's a 3-pounder all day long right there. He was hooked really good. He wasn't coming off ever. He wasn't coming off if he wanted to come off. That's a daggone giant right there, son. That's what you hear about on TV right there, son. That is a freaking hammer, son. I didn't own another .100. Now I know you're thinking like, well, dude, that's a pretty popular crankbait. Well, the fact is, I didn't have that one, and had I not been subscribed to Mr. TACKLEBOX, I wouldn't have got that crankbait. That fish right there saved that tournament for me. I do not cash a check in that tournament without that bait, without the fish that I caught on that jerk bait. I also got this bait right here in Mr. TACKLEBOX. This is a 13 Fishing Loco Special 110. I got that through Mr. TACKLEBOX. I caught quite a few fish on this last spring when we were in the pandemic. Didn't really get to do any tournament damage with this guy yet, but you've seen a couple videos where I fished this guy last spring during the herring spawn, a little bit for striper, and I used it pretty much all through the fall this year. Just throwing this guy. I didn't even know that 13 made hard baits, and I didn't know that they made jerk baits, and I definitely didn't know they made one that was worth having. So in addition to getting some hard baits out of Mr. TACKLEBOX, they actually give you quite a bit of terminal tackle as well. And I used some of the hooks, the spear point hooks. I actually found that through Mr. TACKLEBOX. Spearpoint makes a hook that has like this funky hook pocket thing right here. And you saw me use this at Okeechobee. All right, right in here is where I want to fish. That's a big one. That's a big one. Yeah, he was just sitting still. It's pretty good for fighting fish, especially in aquatic vegetation. This is a hook like this good when you're using 15, 17-pound test, 20-pound test fluorocarbon line. But I used this on my fluorocarbon setup when I was flipping that grass at Okeechobee, the first tournament you saw this year. So the stuff that you get through the box is not just, it's not just like, it's professional grade stuff. A lot of the stuff in there I use in tournaments. So if you want to subscribe to Mr. TACKLEBOX, I'll leave my link in the description box of how you can save on Mr. TACKLEBOX. Get your first box for as little as 10 bucks. So check it out. I promise you, you'll build your inventory of your tackle out pretty quickly, as well as in every box, especially for you guys that are new to fishing, in every box, they put a lot of literature in there that shows you how to use the baits that are in the box. It tells you about each species of fish that you could target with lures in the box, and a lot of other goodies to learn more about actually bass fishing in each box. It's not just a box of baits that they throw at you and just kind of go at it. Show you how to work it. If you subscribe to the Mystery TACKLEBOX YouTube channel, they have creators on the YouTube channel that will show you exactly how to fish them as well. So if reading it on a pamphlet's not your thing, you can always just go to the Mystery TACKLEBOX YouTube channel, subscribe there, and see how other people are fishing the baits, as well as my YouTube channel. You know, I always use their stuff too. So those are two ways you can learn how to fish the tackle that you get in your Mystery TACKLEBOX. So hope you like it. Check out the link in the description box, and you'll be able to save a little money on it and go directly to Mr. TACKLEBOX link and get subscribed up.